And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Colorado Rockies. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the hill in this one, Peter Lambert. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
That one missed.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Swinging a drive, deep right field. That's going back. Back some more. And that is gone. He wastes no time on this one. His 47th home run of the season. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Here's Mookie now. And he deals. And there's a ball.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Righty to the plate. Check swing. Went around. 3-2 now.
Count is full.
One run across in the frame so far here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Downstairs, and it misses. Ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Batting third.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit.
Freddie Freeman.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
The batter now will be Will Smith. And a pitch. Fastball for a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
And another ball.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Adam Duvall at the plate.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound, and this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
In the air, out towards right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, James Outman.
Well, this club has started to lean on him. He's got 10 RBIs in his last 10 games. So this is a guy, when you need some momentum, got some runners on, you want him at the plate. He's been clutch, and he's been delivering big time.
Here's the center fielder, James Outman. Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. That's inside. Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Jason Hayward.
Well, at this pace, he's not going to be in this game for very long, but he's got to find a way to shake it off, keep it isolated to 1 inning, come back out. You could throw up a bunch of zeros and save that bullpen. Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Muncy.
Man at first, here comes Max Muncy. 2 outs. Muncy checks his swing, appeal to third, and he held up. The pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Hayward off of first with 2 away. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. At the belt and fires. This one lifted in the air, left field. Bouchard drifts towards it. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab, Bobby Miller. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Righty delivers. And that just misses.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Now fly ball to right center. Outman, long run on his horse. Won't get to this one in the alley.
Batting second, the shortstop,
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Freeman makes the grab, 1 away. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
And here it comes. Runner on the goal. The throw is wild and it gets away. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, the pressure was on, and he knew he had to have a quick release behind the plate if he was going to have any chance of catching him at second. He's got great speed, and in this case, it resulted in moving up 2 bases. That's what happens when you aren't able to get your feet under you and square up to second properly.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Now 2 away as they get a run across. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Fought off foul. And he grounds one to the right side. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, an error, and no one left on. 2nd inning coming up here in Denver. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Rockies 1. Back here at Coors Field. New inning getting started. Jonathan India at the plate.
India.
And the righty deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Sheets on the move. Makes a nice running catch. 1 up, 1 down. So the lineup flips over. And next for LA, Shohei Ohtani. Here's a 1-1. And another ball. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
1 down, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Kicks and fires. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So, man aboard. Here's Mookie Betts now.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball.
There goes the runner. Ball outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, he's really showing us the dynamic skill set he brings to the field on this one. Homered earlier. Now he swipes second. Showing off the speed. Really fun to watch him play the game.
Ohtani, the runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Caught him looking for the K.
Just locked him up right there for the 2nd out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
2 outs. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Bottom of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Sean Bouchard.
The left fielder.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
That to right. Should have this one. Puts it away for the out.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, Gavin.
And now the right fielder, Gavin Sheets. Next offering is downstairs. The pitch. Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. The 2-2 on the way. And that skips into dirt. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a pitch. And that's ball four.
Batting seventh.
One down. So in now for Colorado, Lowry's Montero. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. The Rockies trailing by 3, bottom half of inning number 2.
Oh, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Outman calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Man at first, and now the center fielder. Singy, when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. And there's a foul ball. The Dodgers leading by 3 here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at bat alive.
Right-hander kicks, deals, swings through it, and that's a strikeout. The Rockies strand 1, and they trail it 4-1. On to the 3rd inning, and up to the plate is Will Smith. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their number one job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Adam Duvall. 1 out, base is empty. Right side. Sheets under this one. Nabs it. 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 33.
Here's the center fielder, James Outman. 2 outs, base is empty. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead it 4-1. Back here in Denver, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now the third baseman, number 60.
Sterling Thompson.
Fights it off. He'll see another. The wind of the pitch. Goes down looking.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
The Dodgers leading by 3 here in the last half of the third. That misses, and a count 2-1. On its way to the corner, Hayward towards the line. Can't get there. This one lands foul. There's a swing and a drive. It bangs off the wall. And that's a double.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Ezekiel Tovar. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Oh, the throw is wild, and that's a stolen base, not even close. And in comes the runner from second to score. A big mistake there.
Well, catchers can get a little excited right here when it's a shorter throw, but anything offline could result in a run. And right there, the throwing error leads to another run scored.
In the air to left center, Duvall has this one sized up, corrals it. 2 down. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. The 1-1 is fouled off. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Popped up first base side. Freeman settles underneath it, brings it in, and that ends the inning. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and nobody left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Rockies 2. And we're back. Here's Jason Hayward. And the right-hander deals. Back up the... Oh, that got him! Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
So a man aboard, and up next for Los Angeles, Max Muncy. Ball and a strike. And another ball.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Two on the way. That one almost got him. And the pitch. Muncy checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And he went around, according to Clyde Washington.
The batter number 6.
Jonathan India steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 outs.
Now back, designated hitter,
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Here comes a pitch. And now 2-2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
2 outs. Line to left. And it stays fair. Hayward around second, headed for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they lead by 4.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Kyle Freeland.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Step off throw to first. And Betts dives back. Line drive. Nice grab.
Make a great catch like that. It's all about timing the jump. His timing was perfect. Excellent grab, and he comes down with it. The inning is over.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Cal Raleigh. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Sean Bouchard digging in for the Rockies.
Bouchard.
The pitch. And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. One and 2 now. And another ball. A little bit high. And now it's 3 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, you talk about a pitch coming in on a frozen rope. The challenges of catching up to 100 miles an hour or above is just tremendous. You see it, at least you think you do, but by the time you swing, it's in the catcher's mitt.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Late with the swing there.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the Rockies. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back here in Denver, and now the catcher comes up to him. Will Smith.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. That hit him.
Take your base.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, in the box, he's seen that movie before. It wasn't a good movie either. He knew how it was going to end right from the beginning.
Duvall.
Adam Duvall steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Kicks and deals. Just missed.
That's the ball. You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
He goes down looking.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift in a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. There's one on the first, double play, and that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Rockies 2. Back here at Coors Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, and Lowry's Montero. The 1-1. That one fouled off. And the pitch.
That's the ball.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now the center fielder. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, Boo, great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to him, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game. Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
The 2-2. That's down and in. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
The Dodgers leading by 4, last half of inning number 5. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
3-1.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Top six. Now it's the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward.
The lefty fires.
Ball.
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
Got a full count.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double. Third hit for him today.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Trying to put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
So man aboard. Next to hit, Max Muncy. Man at second.
Ball.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Swung on, belted. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second.
The batter number 6, second baseman, Jonathan.
Here's the second baseman, Jonathan India.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-2.
One away with a runner at third. Next offering is down low. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two now. Stays alive. The pitch. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. And a pitch. Over to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
The batter, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Check swing, went around. That's strike 2. On the ground to third. To first. And they get Ohtani for the out. And that'll do it. One run on one base hit. No errors and no one left. Heart of the order 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Rockies 2. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers.
Got no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Well, maybe that will end up getting him going.
Yeah, he really simplified there. Kept his shoulders square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key for him to have success through the rest of this series.
Cal Raleigh digging in for the Rockies. The pitch. Going to count 1-2.
He's pitching well, but
One
not
ball,
throwing
two
a ton
strikes.
of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And he deals. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Rogers aboard here at first with nobody out. Next pitch misses way outside. That one hammered center field. Back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. A massive home run. His second homer this series, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-4. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Next for Colorado, Sean Bouchard. And now time is called as we'll get a visit to the mound. Two relievers just got up to throw out there in the bullpen. So here comes the big lefty Aroldis Chapman to the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 45, Aroldis Chapman.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the bottom of the sixth. No question about this one. It's out of here. That was blasted to the moon. His 19th home run of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 7-5. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Gavin Sheets now at the plate. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the third and final game of the series. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The pitch. Ground ball left side and foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Not even close there. And the count is 2-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Five foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And another ball. And now the lefty. And that's too high, ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
When you go that deep into a bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
And Lowry's Montero digging in for the Rockies. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. Relay to first, double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Here's the center fielder. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 7-5. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And we're back. Here's Mookie Betts. Turns and fires to Betts. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Sneaks through, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, catcher, Will Smith.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Will Smith. He's done some damage. Launched a homer at his first at bat back in the first.
Yeah, that was a tone setter, no doubt. I mean, you can stomach an early solo homer, but a 3-run shot just doesn't go down quite as smooth.
Kicks and fires.
That's a ball.
He was looking to come up with the shutdown
3-1.
inning, and off to a shaky start. The pitch. Into the outfield, base hit. Coming home. The throw to third. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Dakota Hudson on the pitch here.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Adam Duvall steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And the righty deals. And it's strike 2.
1-2 the count.
Righty to the plate. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Two.
In the dirt, blocked. Count moves to 2-2 as the runners hold. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the top half of inning number 7. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 3.
That's one you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Righty delivers, and that'll load the bases.
All 4. Take your base.
Oh, this is their chance to break it open. If they don't end up winning this ball game, they're going to look back at this opportunity right here and have some regret.
And next for LA, James Outman.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Right-handed reliever, and that one fouled off.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And here it comes. 3-2 now. That one is absolutely belted. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. He's in there. 3-run score. It's 11-5.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jason Hayward steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And another ball. Four runs already in the frame here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Wouldn't chase that time. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Calls it in, and there's one away.
The third baseman, number 13.
And now it's Max Muncy. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
At the belt and fires. Just misses with that one.
Full count.
Outman, the runner at second with one away. Look out!
You hit him.
And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Jonathan India steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Jonathan India.
And a 1-1. And that one is in for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Oh, that hit him. There's one. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Shohei Ohtani, the next to hit. 2 on, 2 outs. Check swing. He went. It's 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Left-hand batter waits. Oh, great grab on the dive. And very nicely done for the out. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 11 and the Rockies 5. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Gavin Stone. On for his 20th appearance of the year. Here's the third baseman.
For the Rockies, the third baseman,
Left-hand hitter waits. And it's even up.
2-2.
Swings and misses. Pulled the string on the changeup. So the Rockies lineup turns over. Geronimo Hernandez digging in for the Rockies. And another ball.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Duvall pulls it down.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Brendan.
Man at first, Brendan Rodgers will hit next. Hernandez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a good eye
that's
there.
Outside.
And he can't come up with it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. So 1 left for Colorado. They'll need better than that. Down 11-5. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Mookie now.
Mookie Betts.
2-1 now. They tried to get him to chase on a slider, down and away. And he walked him.
Ball 4, take your base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
The first baseman.
So man aboard, Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Right-hander kicks, deals, swings through that one.
1 and 2 is the count.
Next offering misses. It's 2-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Next offering misses, down and away. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Sheets going back, and it hits the top of the wall. Around third. He will score, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now here is Will Smith. And the pitch. Smith started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. Man at second. And that's down and away. The punch out there, and now 1 away. So up next, Adam Duvall.
The left fielder, Adam Duvall.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Around third. Here's the throw to the plate. He's safe.
He's safe.
Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singing, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11.
Lucas Gilbert gets the ball now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2.
Strike.
And a pitch. Slider misses outside. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next one misses, and the count is filled up. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
2 on with 1 out. And here is Jason Hayward. The Dodgers going with a pinch hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. Runners at first and second for him with 1 down. Two on, 1 out. Swings through that.
1-2.
Got him swinging.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Wouldn't chase that time. Now it's 3-2.
Ooh, Baya.
Full count.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Headed down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. Good job at damage control right there. So 2 runs in the inning on 2 base hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. LA's on top, 13-5. Staying in the game on defense, Teoscar Hernandez. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh.
The catcher, Cal Raleigh.
The 1-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's 1 away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
The Dodgers up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air, right side. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Up next to Colorado. The right
2 outs, base is empty. Gavin Sheets getting ready to hit. The wind of the pitch. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 3. And that's in for a strike.
Full count.
The wind to kick the pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Oh, a good day for the on-base percentage right there. Walk number 3, and the free bags keep on coming. You down with OBP, Boo?
So 2 down, and here's the first baseman, Eleuris Montero. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And the right-hander deals. Outside low. 3-2 now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
That's towards center. Outman sizing this one up. Brings it in. And that is the 3rd out of the inning all set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Jonathan India.
Jonathan India.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
The wind of the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Here comes a pitch. Now a pop-up on the infield. Montero makes the catch, and there's one down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Shohei.
So the batting order turns over, and now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. And now 2-1. Foul ball there. Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, and that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now it's Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. And that one missing low. And that misses off the outside edge. And strike two.
We got a full count.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So they make short work of him there. 8-9-1, 2 up in the bottom of inning number 9. Dodgers lead it 13-5. Back here in Denver, bottom 9. So in now for Colorado, number 82.
Fernandez.
That one's in there, and it's 1-2. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. Reaching for it and brings it in.
I tell you what, this is a really cool feeling when you can make that kind of catch over the shoulder. Doesn't happen very often. It's not easy, but he made it look easy right there. Nice job.
Down the third baseman. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The Rockies with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Bounce to the right side. Throws to first in time.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Geronimo.
Rockies down to their last out. Geronimo Hernandez digging in for the Rockies. And a pitch.
Yeah!
The Dodgers up big in this one. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it.
Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. Well, they've been winning series. They win this one here. And you got yourself a little bit of breathing room, but you want to keep the same mindset. Let's go into the next place, and let's take that series again.
And the final here today, 13-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.